Hello everyone, welcome to CoKo Plays Elden Ring DLC Part 17. Once again, I put my keyboard down before switching back to the primary desktop. Alright. So last time we got to the middle area of Castle Ensis. And there's a boss pretty close here. We'll do that right now. I know there's a boss, not just with expectation, but from co-op. But let's do a little exploring. Check out what's around here. Somber smithing stone. That does look like an area. That looks like somewhere I haven't been before. Is that a bat down there? Probably. So what's this area? Okay, so all of this will be accessible now. Wow, so I can just go over there now. Funny how expectations are immediately slashed. Hey, I was like, oh, we're gonna go do a fun boss. Nope, we're gonna go over here. That's a cool view. Which building is that? Oh, we haven't seen it yet. That explains things. So I'm still within the castle area because I can't use torrent. Yeah, let's go up to the top of this first. So I think these platforms that are halfway are so you can jump down more quickly. Something incredible, you say? Oh, yeah, okay. I've seen this in, like, videos and stuff. So it's specifically a light greatsword thing. That's cool. I wasn't terribly tempted by the light greatsword earlier because it's kind of a Dexy type weapon. But I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to do this. I have to reconsider that position. Okay, I mean that's something. I stand here by accident. Is this a different way to get down? I guess so. It accomplishes the same thing. See, that's funny, like, I can see putting one of those things, but why both? Anyway. No head ahead. So, is this the castle area? Yeah, I thought that looked familiar. So we can drop down. Why, though? Oh. I mean... Wait, why am I being targeted? Who's engaging me? No one? Someone has engaged me in combat. That's really weird. Well, let's see how you died. Wait, what? You couldn't have died by jumping this. Oh, okay. By getting killed. What are you gonna do, Spear Boy? You're gonna kill me is what you're gonna do. So I shouldn't have nearby yet. Yeah. I was just about to get it. I even thought to myself, at the site of Grace, maybe I go activate the summoning statue first thing just to get that going. And I was like, no, there's just an item out there. I'll go grab it. It'll take 2 seconds. Should have known better. Yeah, I goofed with taking those items for the level up. Okay. Oh, so I have a NPC help here. Needle Knight Letta. No, there isn't. There's a summoning effigy in this castle. I've seen it in the multiplayer. I think I just missed it. Because if it wasn't near the Sites of Grace, then I assumed it would be near the boss. What? Alright, I guess I'm gonna do this without buddies. At least I can use my Spirit Ash. Good lord. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got destroyed in that second phase. I gotta be even more methodical. If only I had buddies. Maybe there's someone who put down a summon sign. Yeah, I knew it. Alright, we'll try again with a buddy. There should be some players who are better. Than that guy. Oh, that was a great boss. Yeah, he fought like it. She fought like it. My bad. That was a good fight. Doing that solo, it would be tough. I mean, taking on that challenge is partly what makes these games so great. But, you know, it's no biggie. This armor really suits me. Alright, let's check out the Remembrance. Remembrance of Relana, the twin moon knight, hewn into the Shadow Tree. The power of its snake's head can be unlocked by the Finger Reader, alternatively being used to gain a great bounty of runes. Once a Carian princess, Relana disavowed her birthright and chose to stand at Mesmer's side instead, knowing full well that not even the brilliance of the moon could grant him succor. Interesting. Before long, she became known as the Sword of Mesmer. This, yeah, the duality between this world and lands between is unmistakable. you know, Renala, Relana, they both got into bed, literally and metaphorically, with... Wait, actually, it's a little different. So, Renala was engaged in a warfare against the Golden Order, and Radagon sent to put down that rebellion, and it ended up with them marrying and starting their own family with some Empyrean children until Radagon left her and joined up with Marika again, this time permanently or something like that. So, in this case, Relana disavowed birthright for the Carians, amongst the Carians, and picked Mesmer, knowing full well that not even the brilliance of the moon could grant him succor. So, knowing what he was, I guess, is another way to interpret that line. She's a badass fighter, though. So we haven't yet learned, like, what Mesmer, like, is up to. Like, what, like, other than resulting in the destruction of the world, you know, what was he hoping to accomplish? Rebelling against Marika, kind of? Finally made it to Shadow Altus. Yeah, and it does have an Altus vibe to it. It's not the same color scheme, like that one was golden. So there was a vibe of like golden decay. This one has the kind of a golden look to it because of the sky color. Alright, let's sign up for some co-op and see what it gets me. I feel like there was a co-op opportunity in Castle Enzis that I missed. Ooh, I can go get a map piece. Alright, that's first priority. Then we can explore with some freedom. Yes, yes, Fortnite, yes, yes. So, once I get the map piece, I'll try and compare again. Because if that shadow tree, if we were to place it in the same position as the Erd tree in the lands between, how do the maps look? Hey, that's Letta. And the other dude.
Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless it'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Mikula put upon us. This,
like, metaphorically?
allows us to serve together, the work of a living god. Wondering about the horn scent, are you?
Sure am.
True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Mesmer to purge the Tower folk. A cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the Erd tree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest. And in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
Okay.
Wondering about the horn center. True enough, long ago, a cleansing. It's no wonder the horn center. That aside, and in this regard, they were never saints. They just happened to be on the
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't expect. Okay, we shall continue this in a second. Okay. That was going decently well.
We are all utterly captivated by kindly Nicola. It is what binds us together. Wondering about the horn, true enough? Long ago, a cleanse. It's no wonder that aside, and in this route, they will never say it just happened, but it's still a...
Cool. I abandon here my heart. Alright, Monk's Missive. A letter bearing a terse message and an illustration of a monk, his hands held together. Seek me to the east if you wish to pursue the way of the warrior. When you find me, you will challenge me to a bout. There is no need for words. Alright, then I won't say anything. To the east.
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Take this.
Oh, I forgot to look at those.
Mikola has said as much himself. He wishes now to throw it all away. He says the act, though undoubtedly painful, will sear clean the Earth Tree's wanton sin. The truth of his claim can be found at each cross, which is evidence enough to earn my belief. Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. The blood of your fellows, the Earth Tree faithful.
I'm not faithful to the Erd Tree.
Go to the misshapen in that forsaken.
You're under a misapprehension there, buddy. Okay, so I forgot to look at the previous map he gave me. Some of those... This might be an additive map. Let's see. Oh boy. Shouldn't be looking there. Key items? No, it's probably where the notes are. Yeah, it's the same... Well, it's a larger map. So have I found those? So there's the Castle Ensis. Found that one in there, I think. I think I found those. And the 3 pointed out are now marked with just the star. And then there's new ones. Okay. Maybe I don't really need to look at it. Like, I'll find those anyway. They're not exactly hidden. Alright, I should be getting pretty strong. Alright, let's go get the map piece. I wonder if I should go tell that guy more of these cross locations. So, he's on his own. I think that's supposed to be relevant. That he was not standing with any of these other people. So that might be yet another hint of his lack of trustworthiness. That like if he were with the others, there might be a reason for them to have dialogue talking about him. Like, hey, you can't trust that guy. He's like a bad guy. We all know it. But since he's on his own, you don't get that opportunity. So yeah, I'm going to tell him all the locations because, you know, that's RPG playing. But I expect it's not a good thing to tell him. Hey, it's one of those Mesmer Knights on horseback. Should I fight him on horseback? I suppose so. Hey, you went the wrong way. I should not have. I do like your armor. And that it's like you have matching armor on your horse. Alright, there's an encampment. Good times. Okay, so it is larger than just that one square. This one expanded to the top, I think. Maybe? Yeah, it did, I think. So the fact that my cursor was locked to some edge doesn't necessarily mean that that's the actual end. So this top part is just, yeah, wasted space, just like the base map. Wasted is not the word I didn't mean to imply that I wanted it to be all passable terrain. Just trying to understand the bounds. So the shadow tree will be up here. Whereas in the lands between, once you got to, yeah, so the Erd tree, it's actually smaller on the map relative, which is interesting. But yeah, its positioning like this was closer to stuff, such that, you know, you got the impression that maybe you could go right up to it. Whereas this is like off on its own. And these are like, this is a high plateau. So I don't get the impression that I can go right up to it, unless maybe over here. Maybe? Okay, so what was revealed? All this stuff up top. This area here, I think. Oh, there's the map piece for this bottom part. I think I revealed it when I got to this site of grace. So that'll be the map piece for this. And then there'll be a map piece for up here. It'll be this one. And then potentially another one. But probably not, to be honest. 4 map pieces sounds about right for a DLC world. Cool, so I can almost have the entirety of the map. That's always a nice point in open world games. Also kind of like a, what's the word? Melancholic point. Where it's like, oh, you know, I got to the point where, well, you didn't explore everything yet, but you found all of something. And so that sense of there's more to do is starting to turn towards, you're getting towards the end. And like, you don't want to get towards the end. It's fun to keep playing. The best parts of Breath of the Wild where you didn't know where you were just wandering. Once you have the whole map revealed, you're like, okay, that's everything. Not a bad thing, just melancholic. Okay, so that monk is going to be in this church-looking structure. Okay, so going through here is probably the last thing we're going to do. So the question is, do we want to do Shadow Atlas or get map pieces and some of that stuff? Well, this map piece, although we can't actually get it though, because we can't get to that spot from anywhere. Doesn't really look like this will be accessible to there either. So how will we get over there? Doesn't look like this is going to be connected. It's probably here. They're just masking it. No, it looks like just like ramparts, like along the edge of the city. It doesn't really look like there's going to be a gate. No, I take my words back. This could be like an entryway with a gate, and then this becomes a road. and then that continues down towards there. So maybe you gotta go up and around to get this area accessible. So we'll do that later. I'm kind of tempted to just go to the east and see what the monk's up to. Just kind of like do this little bit over here. Going back south to wind my way around. So unlike the lands between, each area doesn't have its own items. Let's take the lower path on the way back. So I could reach that, potentially drop from back there. It doesn't really look like I'm supposed to do this. Go along the edge. I'm not going to drop anyway, there's no sense testing it. So, let's do the lower path. Hey, buddy. You forgot your head. I'll get to you in a second. I just want to explore the edges of this level. Well, that's a cool cliff. So how long have I been streaming? 45 minutes, that feels right. Is this the dragon? It is. Too bad. So the map piece is straight-ish and to the left a little. Probably, it's down there though, probably. I wonder if I mark it. Let me put a couple of these. Yeah, I see them both. So down there. Hey, there's one of these guys. It's probably the dragon guy again. That beep is my dryer. Hello, Rum.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Just escape. Surviving is the best you could do right now. Good move. I should go to the round table hold and I should see the remembrance stuff. My bad. This is not a good place to do that though. Sorry, horsey. What are these things? They're sunflowers. Shadow sunflowers. Good times. That's pretty. I kind of want to heal. So close. Sit down. Normally I don't do that, but it's the sky I really like in this one, so I wanted it to be really clear. Okay, so a large flower that blooms facing the shadow tree. I'm not sure it was. Material used for crafting items found near the shadow tree. These flowers, veiled in shadow and covered in impenetrable thorns, leeks, are suffused with profound holiness, much akin to the shadow tree itself. So you were facing it. Yeah, I remember that area. Here we go. There's a site of grace. Why are you here? Yeah, I will. I don't know what thief you're talking about. Oh boy. Statue of America and a summon effigy. So those things explode. Which means... Alright, that didn't work out as planned. I pushed all the wrong buttons. Yeah. Too late. Yeah, so as long as I don't use fire on them, I'm good. So there's an armament over there. Wait. Yeah, it's a new area. Where am I? Oh yeah, this is totally new. Some fire arrows is a nice hint. I will not strike those with my weapon. Ah, so this is the fort I went under earlier. Okay. Again, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. That is pretty fun. Where'd he go? Boy, is it dark. So you're not that guy. Where did he go? I think he fell off. I'd be nervous about exploding this because of my fire weapon. I cannot see anything. I think he fell off. Alright, cookbook 3, good. Part of it is also my contrast on my screen. It's daylight here, which is good for the lighting through the window on my face, but not so good for TV glare. And I've also got the lighting on the other side of my face. The brightness is up on my TV, not the brightness, but the backlight. But still, it's a little tough. Not a huge deal. Okay, so what did I want to do? Hefty oil pot, nice. So imagine an oil pot gets things oiled up, and then you shoot them with fire, and they go kerblooey. So there's a ladder going down, which means I can also get back up, which I like. I might do that first. I don't expect this to be big, though. Oh, nice sword. Sweet. Hey, Dung Eater stays with me. Wait. Curious. Oh, I guess that's how you get rid of him if he's selected again. Weighty shields carried by the Black Knights, servants of Mesmer the Impaler. Black Knights, made of black steel with decorative embellishments in gold. Symbolic of their iron conviction in the crusade, the Black Knights will never yield, nor will they ever doubt their purpose. Sounds like a nice life, to be honest. Shield Bash. That's cool, I like Shield Bash. Smithing Stone 7. So he's just hanging out in, like, a storage room? Okay. So I want to go there, but I don't know if it comes back up. It kind of looks like it does. No, not the same place, at least. It's weird those barrels didn't explode. Maybe, like, the fire only affects the first thing I make contact with when I attack. Okay, so let's go down and come back up the ladder and then go over there. Yeah, I'm being summoned. Maybe it's here. Hunter, wow, I haven't done that in a hot second. Chances are it's going to be like a connection failure, or they're going to have killed him before I get there. It's usually how it goes being a hunter. That's exactly what I said. Let's stay nearby only. See if anyone needs help in this castle. Okay, so coming down here is not the best idea. Going the other way, coming up behind them, and then using the ladder to come up is way better. Okay, so this world I'm being summoned into has to be here. Which is cool. It's another way to explore the dungeon. It's why I like doing the co-op while I'm at a place. Especially places like Stormvale Castle, like with so many twists and turns, you can get lost. Having another way to go through it is very helpful for the sake of completion. We should have done the rest of the dungeon first. That was your call. Alright, so how long have I been filming now? An hour and 15 minutes? Good times. I almost have enough for a level up. So many level ups. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I came up here so I could drop down there. know what? I enjoyed that. I'm going to sign up to do it again. Dungeons are just more fun than boss fights. Dogs don't know it's not bacon. So you drop down onto the tent, you should be fine. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Serpent flail. Good times. I used a couple flails in the base game when I was in intelligence build and realized that you could use melee weapons too. I'll talk about that in a second. Let me work through these guys. Soldier cloth armor. Do you not see me here? Cloth armor, the rank and file soldiers of Mesmer's army. Pitch dark soot clings to it, much like the inner faces of the men who wore them. That's uncalled for. Serpent flail, a flail with coiled snakes for bludgeoning heads. Good lord. Fire roars within the snake's bodies, inflicting horrible burns. Some of Mesmer's army used these flails to burn horn scent, to brand them with agony and fear. Unique skill flare, O serpent. Ignites a flame inside the snakes, temporarily pounding flame attacks. That's cool, I like that. Mixed strength, mostly dex and faith weapon. A faith flail. There's probably one of those in the base game, but I don't remember it. I used so to complete my story, I used the, what was the name of the intelligence flail? The boss one. Let's take a look. Where are the flails? Yep, I think I saw a flash by. I can't seem to. There we go. I don't have it on this character. So that was pointless. But it's the one you get from the cosmic horror creature, whose name I forget. Anyway, it was fun for a while. And it has that ability. The special attack is really where it did damage. The bubbles that blow up, they're great for staggering bosses. Yeah, that was pretty good fun for a while. But the weapon itself, is not as much fun to use. Like the fact that it goes through shields and stuff is pretty nice, but it wasn't the most fun. Mesmer Fire Grease. Nice. Alright, so there's their ladder to come back up. Ew, the squishy corners are nasty. Okay, good. So now we can jump down that other path, which seems to be the designated way out of here. I guess you can go down over here too. How come nobody put a message here to draw attention to the corner? It's a bit surprising. Just needs to say here. So where is here? Here. Comes with his own exclamation point. There's one more thing to climb. Okay, so that's another way to go somewhere. Yeah. Oh, geez. Arrow Soaring Sting. A talisman composed of fletched and iron arrows increases the iron arrows. How do they fly? I mean, bolts maybe. Increases the effective range of I shouldn't say that. Increases the effective range of bows and raises attack power of arrows and bolts. So, if it increases the effective range less than the other one, then arrows reach talisman. That might make sense to have some balance with that item. That one I think also affected spells, because I remember using it when I was an intelligence build. Alright, so let's get a screenshot of this, doing a pose. So what I was saying with the RPG stuff is, like, Elden Ring was my first Souls game, first FromSoft game, And so, you know, had walked in with no prior knowledge, didn't read about it, just kind of got excited about you know, the description of the game. And I knew FromSoft games. I knew of them, but didn't know much about them. And so when I saw like stats and classes, I just brought in my previous RPG knowledge, and I wanted to do magic. So I did an intelligence build and an astrologer class. And I just kind of assumed that... Wait, this looks familiar. Oh yeah. I just kind of assumed that if I was going to pick magic, then I'm using magic. Like, that's what I'm focusing on. That's my priority. I'm not going to worry about weapons. And I tried to, like, you know, pick up things as they went, learn the details. But sometimes, like, it takes a while for your brain to just shift its understanding. So almost no part of the base game did I really comprehend for a long time. And it was part of the fun. And I didn't really look up information for a while either. I started to pick things up, but like even then I didn't look up stuff for a while. But I thought that you know, weapons were kind of closed off to you if you were a mage. So I didn't really look at them. And when I got the Ashes of War, I didn't pay attention to them because I associated them with weapons. And so the idea that you could apply an Ash of War, and it also changes the scaling of the weapon depending on the affinity of the Ash of War, all of that I ignored. And to my like detriment, like there were many situations where it's imperative to have melee complement to your spells. If anything, to just preserve mana. And it took me a long time to realize that. And then further on to, like, recognize how to get an intelligence weapon that has the same level of power as, you know, a weapon designed for a melee class. Like, that's the way I would have thought of it from other RPGs. So I didn't play with a weapon for most of my first playthrough. And then when I got them, they were tons of fun. Okay. So there is the way out by dropping where those soldiers were on the bridges. But I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to have to go back up this way. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well go to the Table of Lost Grace. And check out this remembrance. Yeah, the fact that it's magic in nature doesn't surprise me. Moon and Fire stance. That's cool. Carrying light greatsword. Ooh, wow. Awesome. 2 swords is a single armament. When two-wielding, a straight sword engraved with golden flame will be carried in the left hand. Here and here alone were Moon and Fire ever together. Oh, wow. I don't know how you go for anything else. Like, twin moons is cool. Incarnate, overlapping twin moons which strike the ground one after another, violently shaking the earth with moonlight. In her childhood, she and her elder sister were Renala. So, not just like a shadow version of Renala. R'Ellana is Renala's sister. They know each other. So, R'Ellana is Renala's sister, and Marika... Mesmer is Marika's son. Was it son? I think so. So there's a lot of relationships that are being added. Aw, overlapping as though nestled against one another. That's cute. 72 int. So if I'm going to do an intelligence build, I'm going to want this spell. And I don't have any... what are those things called? Any... the walking of the mausoleums to duplicate this, because I want both of these things. I don't know how this does damage, though. Like, what's its scaling factor at maximum upgrades? And I wouldn't want to apply an... I don't even know if you can apply an Ash of War on it to change its affinity. Nor would you want to, because the Moon and Fire stance is the entire reason to get this thing. Okay, so I think my best option is to not get anything now. What I want to do is I want to see if there's a mausoleum thing in the DLC, and then I probably will choose to use it on this, because at some point in this playthrough I want to be an intelligence build to use all the new spells. Alright, hour and a half. We can keep going to 2 hours. But this is awesome. I could get this earlier too and try it out, but it's not, unless I upgrade it, it's not going to be a very strong weapon. It's just going to be cool, and that is a good enough reason, if we're being honest. Ooh, I wonder if I've gotten any new... Oh yeah, I have. Sweet, new armor sets. Oh yeah, we're buying those right away. Relana's armor. Okay, there's 3 pieces. I'm missing one. Sweet. I'm going to wear that when I'm an intelligence build, because I'm really liking Godfrey's armor right now with this colossal weapon. Alright, just out of curiosity...
I see.
Let's check out that... new one I got. Okay, it was like a demi-human carrion knight thingy. There we go. Demi-human swordsman Yosh. I could potentially upgrade him just for the fun of it. Nah. Alright, so Relana's helm. Renala, head of the royal family, was said to have given her younger sister, who renounced her lineage to chase after Mesmer, a gift of lustrous black hair. Lapis lazuli blue, symbolic of Caria. Cool. So let's look at key items. That's not it. 30,000. That's not much for that remembrance. Not much at all. Okay, let's go back to up here. So that That site of grace was probably specifically to give you a place to go back to after you drop down to the fort. Makes sense. Might have to fight some of those horseback guys again, but they were not a challenge. You can drop down here. The other side of the water, this area. There's something over there. So there's that. And there's that. I wonder what that is. Wait, where's your weak spot? That's a turtle. That's a cool shot. You guys a lure of some kind? Sorry, turtle. Can I get back? Yes, I can. I do not care to drop there. Wow, pretty. Am I being targeted by something? No. Hey, a teleport. It's gonna use the imbued sword key too. Absolutely use the imbued sword key. Let's mark this on the map as being a waypoint. Teleport. Okay, so I'll have to return back to the site of grace again. That's fine. Yeah. Let's see where we go. Whoa. Cool. Okay, so that's how I get over to this area. That answers that question. This is beautiful. Like, really pretty. Like, genuinely pretty. I remember having visibility. That's not a very good picture. I remember having visibility into this area, like the green-topped plateaus was this stuff. So there's going to be a site of grace somewhere. Oh boy, there's a twin sword wielding scary person waiting for me. I'm gonna presume that there's no way off this place. Nah. Now that sign says applesauce. Yo, check out these views. Like, look at that. Oh yeah. So it's like an anvil, like for forging weapons, turned into a weapon, and it's like still got fire in it. So when you strike enemies, you also get fire damage. It's pretty cool looking. But I did strike a flaming a barrel with an exploding barrel, not thinking of this, and it exploded and killed me. So that was fun. So I just got warped here. This is the first time I'm in this area. Like I'm not even on a part of the map that I've revealed yet. So I'm just soaking in the views from here for a second before I go deal with a boss or an enemy of some kind. But yeah, this is DLC. Like, this is a whole... This level of effort is like a whole other game. They certainly are. So watch the flames when I hit this bird. Oh, well, that didn't work. You're safe today, bird. That is a very appropriate message. Didn't expect comfort. You don't get comfort in these games. Okay, so I don't think there's a way out of here. I think I have to defeat this guy in the middle of the lake. And then we'll see what's accessible. Alright, buddy. Join me. Hello, enemy. How are you doing today? Oh, jeez. No, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Alright, you were squishy. I like your moveset. But you were squishy. Oh man, look at that. That's even prettier. So I've said many times in my playthrough that I think this is my new favorite screenshot. Many times. And I'm going to say it again. I think this is my new favorite one. Like, it's... Other than the creepy shadow tower in the background, it's a very lovely scenery, which you don't get much in these games. Alright, what direction is that facing? Oh, right, that thing. Okay, that's the shadow tower or something. Okay, so let's see if there's a way out of here. Yeah, I didn't expect the weak foe either. I thought it'd be tough. I liked his moveset. It had a Crucible Knight vibe to it with the wings. Spooky wing. Rua Burrow. That's a new item. Relic found at the ancient site of Rua. Ancient ruins of Rua. Oval-shaped stone bearing an engraving, material used for crafting item. Relic found at the ancient ruins of Rua. In the center of the stone is a small nest-like hole. Once this is inhabited by a sprite, the stone can be used as a ritual implement. Cool. So, ancient ruins of Rua. That's the first I've heard mention of Rua. So it'll be interesting to find out what its backstory is. Hey, that's cool. Look at that. Some Lord of the Rings shit here. Hey, an item. Okay. As the kids say, why is it always mushroom? Oh, look at this area. That's gorgeous. Oh, there's a statue over there of a dude. I'm gonna actually drink a flask so I can remove the HUD. And then sit down and enjoy a nice view. So it's kind of like a Buddha type statue. That's a woman with a crown. Might be Marika. Verdigris discus. Verdigris discus. It's hard to say. Raises defense with higher equipment load. So if you want to, like, tank up. Sure. That's something. I thought I might come with some lore regarding this area. My theory just on seeing this is, I'm going to guess that's Marika. And I'm going to guess this ancient city was, you know, worshipping Marika in the days when Marika ruled this joint. Ruins. Another item, beast horn. I think I've seen those before. Okay, so this is an isolated plateau, only reachable from that warp that I got. And if I'm being honest, did not really see a huge value to going here. Like, that talisman is kind of niche. We didn't get a ton of lore, and we got exposed to this place that we'll eventually get to. But that's not unusual for Elden Ring or FromSoft to just warp you somewhere and you can't really do anything. You just see the place and then warp back. In Elden Ring, they do that with the capital, with Farum Azula. I would argue that some of the other warps have a more specific purpose. Okay, that's definitely everything. So, time to go back. I didn't do this dungeon. Let's go do it. So we're at about 2 hours. I guess I'll keep going until my headset. Well, this, once I'm in a dungeon, it's kind of like a... I don't really want to interrupt it in the middle. So I guess we'll just do the dungeon. Oh, you threw something at me. Alright, you're really cool. I like your Uncanny Valley moveset. Very awkward swings. Whatever it hit me with did more damage than I expected. Grave Glover. Yeah, of course it's a decoy. The question is, where do I hide? Okay, so those areas. So this thing doesn't take up the entire room, just half of it. And you can go up it. Yeah, there's something up there. I wonder if I'm supposed to jump on top of this somehow. Doesn't seem any way to get a height advantage in here, though. Yeah. So I can't get onto it from here. Worry about that later. He reloads that thing fast. That's a cool weapon. I hope I get that weapon. It's like... It's in his mouth. It's fucked up. That would be a good ambush if you went in without noticing him. You went for the item and he shot that fireball at you. Yeah, you'd be dead. Bye-bye. Ooh, Ancient Dragon Knight's Cookbook. I thought I already had a red lightning pot. Oh, I had the hefty version of it. So they're kind of backfilling red lightning as a pot type. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Oh boy, do I see it. So that's the one you ride up. So where do you ride it to? That's my question. Ah, up there. Alright, that was the coolest thing I've ever done, and it was totally semi-accident. I had no idea he was firing something at me. What did this thing say? Do it. So if I step on it, it'll go down? Yeah. Oh, jeez. What are you? Revenge on whom? Oh, the mage. Whoa. Is that like another guy? No, it's just darkness. Alright, who? So there's two of them protecting a guy back there. Who wants to come first? Hey, you. Come on. Very nice. So is that the first room? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I don't really want to drop down here because I want to go get that item from the room with the floating platform. Floating platform. Trap platform? Whatever it is. And then see where that goes. Okay, so this goes down. I can stand on it safely, right? Okay, so that's where I go next. But what about that platform? Wait, I've been here. Oh. Okay. Hey, I beat that. Okay, what about that other side, though? I'm too curious. Yeah, I haven't been there. Where does up go? I have a feeling I was supposed to find this ladder and come down instead of jumping the way I did. Well, this looks like a trap. What? That's all that's here? That can't be right. Where does this go? Where do any of these places go? Oh no. Okay. It's this drop again. Just in case. Gotta go back up to try the second level. Step or anything here. I'm just fooling with you. Ooh, America statue. So there's one of you there. Come on. Okay, so I'm taking this left path. Be wary of ahead. It's a huge room. What, they bounce back? Okay. Let's not take that path. Let's take this path. Well, gonna have to take that path. I wonder if I need to use the Arrow's Reach talisman that I just got. Wow. Okay, so that's not the way to do it. Just run and hide. Oh, nice. Absolutely nice. Like, that's just cruel. Okay, so now can I run over there? See, they put a bunch of these guys to punish you for rushing towards them. Two on each side. Classic. I believe you. Okay, so now it probably means that that hole is where I should go. Yeah, I tried. Oh, that hole! So where does the down hole go? Oh god. I kind of want to see what's like over there too. And probably nothing. You can probably see it from here. I'm gonna have to go find out. There's a whole nother room? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well. I do want to go over there. But the hole intrigues me. This one first, though. Okay, I'm gonna... Blink bolt. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Sash War grants the lightning of affinity. Wow. And as the following skill, Blink Bolt. Skill used by the Golden Knights who serve Godwyn. Godwyn? That's the first mention of Godwyn in the DLC. From a low stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at fulgurous speed. Fulgurous speed. That's so cool. Oh, I gotta use this. So the Dragon Bolt Grease mentions the Dragon Cult Knights who once served the Prince of Gold, who I'm going to assume was Godwyn. Okay. So then I could go ahead. All sorts of stuff. What's over here? Nothing. Stone sheathed sword. Sweet. A sword that none can pull from its scabbard of cracked stone. Relic of a lost civilization from a time long past, said to have served a ritual purpose at altars of light and darkness. Square off. I think that's an existing Asher War or ability. Okay, so what are its stats? Not very good. I guess if you upgrade it, it'd be a decent strength-ish weapon. Okay, so where do you go? I don't think I even noticed a ladder. So I'm going to assume... I'm assuming that where you fall in that hole gives you an ambush. But it wasn't here. But it might be here. Okay. Let's do it. For no particular reason, I feel the urge to wear some cotton. Hello? Where are you, Cotton? Legolas, what do your elf eyes see? gross. Alright, now where do I go? There's those guys hanging up there. Okay. Trap. Electrocharge. One of the incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult. Calls down lightning to charge the caster's body. While charged, electric shocks will strike the area several times. Charging increases potency. The origin of incantations that bolster the body with lightning, and now a lost art in the lands between. That's a cool way to give lore to the incantations and stuff. It's like, you know, techniques and spells and knowledge that was lost in the other area in the lands between. Okay, let's make some more pots. I like the hefty oil pot. Let's make one of those. Let's make a hefty lightning pot. Let's make a hefty freezing pot. Let's make 2 hefty freezing pots. Okay, so that's everything in here. Now let's take that ladder back up. So where does this go? I don't remember seeing a ladder going down. That's the second time he said healing. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Okay, so now the only area is all the way down. But it wasn't this. So where was that? How do I find that? There was a second where I thought it wasn't going to come down for some reason. So what was the way down that I found? That's my question. Was it over there? It's probably over there. No, it's supposed to be on that. Interesting timing, being summoned as a hunter. So the longer my stream goes, the more storage my recording takes up. So if it goes beyond 2.5 hours, I worry that I might run out of hard drive space. So after the boss battle, we'll stop the recording, and then I'll upload it, delete it, get more storage back, charge my headphones, and then we can play more later. I'm coming, Yasuo. Where are they? Up there? And you put me down here? So where's that item that I can use to, like, replace me? Oh, that's only when invading? Well, that's a real dumb placement. Kind of ironic that I complained, like I always get summoned as a hunter and I never get to hunt. this time the hunt is still on, and they put me way across the map. Like, there's no way the fight is still happening by the time I get up there. Yeah, he's dead. Great. I'm glad I helped. I'm glad I came up here to do this. There's sarcasm in my voice, in case you can't tell. So you're doing that attack. Death Knight's twin axes. Ooh, and a Crimson Ammo Medallion +3. That was by accident, but so be it. Okay, so the mention of Godwin was not by accident. That's Godwin. So that's an even stronger connection between the two worlds. I don't think there was anything on that second level, right? Right? I shouldn't have to waste my time to go up there and check. Like, it's an absolute waste to go up here and check this, right? Like, I'm just wasting everybody's time. But the thing about exploration where you are mostly complete is that if you know there's one thing... Whoa. Oh, that was an interesting grab attack. So he actually seems like a pretty tough boss. Let's see the description. Golden war axes of the Death Knight, a pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands, crackles with lightning, the power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The Knight, once the personal guard of Gondwyn, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver surrogate. So that's this. Unique blade blink bolt twin axe. So from a low stance, the body is transformed into bolt of lightning. Blah blah blah. So I don't necessarily need to use that incantation. There's also this option of this axe, which has similar skill. And I don't know how it scales, but faith, strength, dex, I meet the requirements. I like that. I might try this. It's very interesting to find Godwin down here. From my understanding, like, Godwin's presence in the couple of places in the Lands Between was because he was in the process of being reborn through the Erd Tree after being killed in the Night of Black Lives, in the Night of the Black Knives. You see part of his body under Stormvale Castle. Oh, in a sec. And you also find them in next to Fia, in that area. I don't want to go all the way down to. All right, I'll just stop here, and then we'll decide where to go to next time. And you find part of his body next to Fia. So the Rune of Death was removed. So like the Empyreans and the children of America couldn't truly die. So they're in like some long process of rebirth through the Erd Tree. And I guess there's a shadow version of that too, or something to that effect. So that's interesting. But this is a good place to stop. I'll upload the video, charge stuff, have dinner, come back. See you later.